really needed to say that, apparently.
Speak your truth. My question is, you get transported back to like the Middle Ages, like it's medieval.
Okay.
Yeah. You are then told you're going into battle, like battle of the Saxons.
I'm going to battle, bro.
You're about to fight a battle.
I go battle now. I don't know why I lost the ability to speak.
You've just been right. You're in the armory. You've just been told you're going to fight. What are you picking up?
To fight?
Yeah.
Medieval times is like, I could potentially pick the thing that has a big spiky ball and a chain. That.
Really?
Yeah. And a cannon.
Cannon?
Light the cannon, blow them off.
I guess that's one way. You know, fair enough.
Why fight when we could just make love?
Yeah, just fight the battles from the inside, I guess.
Come on, sheath for a sword? Double meaning. Double-edged sword. What the fuck?
It is happening.
Right, so blow
You blow the boys.
I'd blow the can. Am I fighting on my own?
No, you're in it.
I just assumed I was on my own. I guess not. You had one army, because I ain't got one. I'd light the candle.
I don't think they had cannonballs back then.
In medieval times?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a
were.
catapult.
Well, okay. I'm happy to sacrifice a bit of gunpowder. I'd quickly hop that off, so it went over, and like hit a load of them at least. So there's like a big crater in the middle. And I may as well go down the same lines. I'd like flash my boobs so that they ran into the crater and died, and then I would get my big spiky ball on a chain, and I would just like spin in circles and over and over again until I was too dizzy. Then I would fake my death when I inevitably fall over from being far too dizzy, and then I would wait it out.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Well, I think that I would like to be most proficient in
Don't you dare say archery.
Yeah. Why?
You've run out of arrows so fast.
Not if I'm up on the parapet.
Oh, so you'd want to be out of the action.
I would want to be like expert marksman, like sniper level arrows.
Like the beaver in Narnia.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be up on the turret, just like fucking wailing on them. Yeah. And then I would also like to be the person that they go to and go, fuck, we need to use a catapult, and they would choose me. And I'll be up on the thing, and maybe I might mix it up a little bit with some flaming arrows.
Yeah.
And just really go for it. But what I would also do is I would work in tandem with the catapulters, and I would light a flaming arrow. But what I would tell them to do is like soak this this ball that you're catapulting in like oil. And then what I do is I'd light it on fire, so it's a literal like flaming ball of like oil that just drips on people as it flies over.
Yeah.
So then they're all on fire.
Yeah.
And then they can't see. And then you're Tasmanian deviling it through.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so down with that.
Yeah.
I feel like we should maybe try it.
Yeah.
I'm down. Where do you envisage this happening? Like, what's the landscape looking like? Because every time I think of a battle, I just go to Narnia.
I'm thinking like castle defenses. So we're in the castle, so we've got the high ground. They're attacking, but also because we're in a castle and it's medieval times, it's most likely on a hill.
You know when they say you're the king of the castle and you're a dirty rascal? I'd want to be the little dirty rascal.
Really?
Who'd want to be the king of the castle?
I would.
You just have to like mill around and not really do much.
Yep.
If you're the little rascal, you can just go cause chaos. You're well fun.
Yeah, but then you might get your head chopped off.
Sort of, I don't know, name of the sport, really.
Yeah. I feel like also a dirty rascal might be like the kind of
A hoa.
no.
Good, because I don't want to do that.
Maybe the job of like emptying the toilets. Did you know that in medieval castles, at the top, Like most of the toilets were up super high, and it's literally like a poo chute.
I've seen
So it's like a
pictures of
hole,
that.
and it just goes down, and
Yeah.
then someone's got to clean it. I feel like it might be the job of the dirty rascal.
That's what I used to think planes were like, and trains.
Oh, I also used to think that, but then
Yeah.
like frozen poo, just like plummeting to the ground is probably not.
Would you think it would freeze in the air?
Yeah.
So technically, if you had diarrhea or the way it came out, you'd have a poo spear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like an icicle. Hello.
I'm always on Do Not Disturb. Fact, because my phone's on Do Not Disturb, if it dings, I have to look at it because it's going to be someone important.
Fair enough.
I.e. you, my mother, or my grandmother.
Yeah. Score.
See, the thing is with like flaming arrows, does the I get where you're coming from with the oil ball.
Yeah.
Valid. People that just did like shot flaming arrows. Do you think that's where the phrase "I'm on fire" comes from? Like you're on fire. Like you're on a roll.
Do you mean the phrase?
When you say something like, "Oh, you're on fire today."
Oh, I would assume that's from like just like going super quickly and then like.
Oh, okay. Yes. What's the point in like a flaming arrow? Like, does it really add much to it? Because it's just gonna like go straight in someone's body anyway. Like, does it really make a difference if it's hot?
I think so, because like.
I can barely walk a birthday cake with a candle in it across the pub without the candle going out. So how is the flame not dying?
Because it's on oil.
Oh.
Like the arrow's got like it's got like cotton on it.
Maybe I'll have to start oiling the birthday candles.
Don't want it to drip.
Onto the cake. Well, surely you could just like, if I put enough like vegetable oil on it, would not do the same. I'm not talking
Is
like
vegetable
gasolina.
oil as flammable?
Vegetable oil.
Is it as flammable?
I don't know. I really don't.
I'm intrigued of the flammability of things, because obviously in the medieval times, all of them were wearing cotton or wool, and that's very flammable.
Oh, come on. They'd have had chained armour.
Yeah, but underneath it, so then you'd just be stuck.
Does an arrow even go through like chainmail?
Why doesn't that sound right?
Chainmail. Because we've been adopted to this new like era of we have been adapting to a new era of words, and chainmail would imply emails that go back and forth. So when you think of chainmail, you probably just think of emails, when actually I'm talking about like, I'm gonna be quiet.
No, I was hey, I was listening.
You like this? Stop it! We need to get a little like muffed bottom. What's wrong with me? Buffer on there.
It only ever happens if I sit in a very specific position.
Maybe just move.
Yeah, but this is the ultimate talking position.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I can.
Really comfortable right now.
You look cozy.
I'm really comfortable. When we were in the gym earlier and we did the squats, I literally nearly shit myself.
It's a difficult position.
Yeah, like I was trying to go all day, and then that squat and leg press just put me way too under tension. What though?
Yeah. I feel like you would get up faster because it was like also a little bit of worry.
Get up for having the squat.
Yeah.
Pop a squat.
I suppose because you're engaged in your core as well, aren't you?
Yeah. Trying. Engage the core. EA Sports. It's in the game. If you were a game and you had a strapline, what would it be?
I feel like I'd be a very cozy game.
Cozy. Yours would probably be like
Cozy core.
Polly Pocket Barbie-esque, I think.
Like kind of like, did you? I don't think you ever would have actually. There was a game that was like Tinkerbell, like Pixie Hollow, and you could like make your own
Pixies.
like Tinker, like yeah, and you could like go around and live their little life and do jobs and stuff.
I think that would What would your strapline be?
What is the aim of a strapline? To get people to buy it?
Yeah. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Isn't that just that's not one specific game, is it?
No. It's a
Company.
franchise. Franchise.
I wonder nationwide.
That's what I was going for. Nationwide. Oh, wide. I want to at least once in my life frolic.
I love frolicking.
Just dilly-dallying and frolicking and just like humbling myself around.
Humbling?
Yeah, don't know where that came from, but it's going to be a thing now.
Humbling. Sounds like something else. Fumbling. Where did the word franchise come from?
Oh, it's a business term.
Franchise.
When would you say, as a person that doesn't lose their patience, as someone that doesn't lose their patience that often, you are most likely to snap? Like, most likely to be so frustrated that you actually just fully lose it. Like, full tantrum on the floor, like, I'm gonna murder someone or myself.
Like, out of frustration or out of anger?
Frustration.
Like, if someone...
Like, you're so frustrated because you're getting really impatient about it that you could literally cry.
Honestly, the only time that I ever really, really lose my patience is when I'm trying to explain to someone why I don't understand something.
Yeah.
And they just will not have it.
Yeah.
And they look at me like... If someone looks at me and speaks to me like I'm stupid, that is the one thing that makes me absolutely lose it.
Yeah. I totally get that.
Like, because I saw this thing about, like, ADHD and, like, authority.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was the whole thing about, like, I'm not asking you why because I don't want to do it. I'm asking you why because I will do it better if I understand the purpose of it.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me my entire life, because people always think that I'm just going, why? But it's actually like if you explain it to me, I will do it better because I understand the purpose.
No, I totally get that. I honestly feel, as an impatient person, the time when I am most likely to literally spontaneously combust on the spot is when someone is doing their job at such a slow rate that is impacting my day. Like the guy in the shop earlier, I thought I was gonna burst into tears. I don't care. The packet that you've picked up looks cool. Don't try to sell it to me. Don't.
No!
You can see the bags under my eyes. You can see I'm frustrated. I'm just trying to buy my popcorn. Like, I love that. But if you need to, like, have a full-blown conversation with every single person that you serve, yeah, you're probably going to get a really good star review. But, like, read the room. Read the room. You can tell I don't want to talk to you. Not because I think you're a bad person, but because I do not have the energy. I want to buy my shit, and I want to leave. Like, it actually just winds me up. And it makes me sound like such a bitch, because I'm like, oh, why are you being so nice to me? It's not that you're being nice to me, but, like, pick a day. I come in this shop a lot. Like, you can read my fucking aura right now. Do you know what I mean? I know you could sense it, too. Like, I know you could sense it.
I'm not gonna lie, this sounds really bad. I had no idea.
Really?
Because I was going on about those fucking chocolates. I made it worse.
You know what, right?
I was just too focused on those
In the like recounting that I've just done, I didn't consider you as a factor, but upon reflection, I think you could have been part of the problem, actually. You were really dilly-dallying in that shop. You
because
were.
I picked it up. And I was trying to say that these chocolate things look like, the packaging looks like it would be for like a protein thing.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I was trying to say it to it, trying to like explain to you what I was thinking, and then that guy started trying to sell it to me, and then I was just like trying to get fucking protein out of my mouth. And I will admit that I was most definitely part of the problem.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what I felt like in that moment? You know when you get those mugs and you put like hot coffee in them and then they go red? Like, that is what I actually thought was happening to my face. Like, I don't want bad customer service, and I love that you want to chit chat. But like, it's like when I get in an Uber with my headphones on.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'll give you a 5-star review to shut up.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want to talk. I never want to talk.
Sometimes I really do. But when they just, like, interrogate you about your life, I'm like, I am just trying to go to the gym.
So when I got in that Uber and that guy was like, I have definitely, like, driven you here before. I remember your face and I remember your address. And I was like, I don't really remember. Yeah. And I was like, I don't really remember. And he was like, yeah, I wasn't sure, but I recognise your name and your address. I never forget. And then when you got in, I knew exactly who you were because I recognised your face. I've driven you loads of times. And I was like...
Okay, Bessie.
I was like, I very rarely get Ubers, especially from here. Yeah, like, from round here.
Yeah, never.
And he was like, it was definitely you. You had 3 friends with you. And I was like, I only have 1 friend.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love to chat. I do. Sometimes I can't shut up. But if I get into your vehicle with headphones on, do you not get it?
Especially when you take the headphone off, answer them, and then put it back on.
Yeah, and then I feel so bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I would never snap at them.
Yeah.
And I will speak to them. If they speak to me, I will reply. I'm not going to just shut up. Like, it's just rude. I wouldn't do that. But please.
Yeah.
Like, cut me some slack.
It's like when I tore my chest and I got an Uber to the hospital from Varsity and I was in fucking bits, right? The woman on the fucking phone on 111 had told me that I was having a heart attack and I had to get to the hospital. So I got in this Uber and I got in it and I was so sad because as I was driving away, I heard everybody at Varsity celebrating of the fact that they had won and I was in an Uber on the way to the hospital. I was absolutely devastated. And this guy, I was crying, and this guy was like, would you like some condensed milk?
You never told me that.
I was sat in the back, and he had those tins of the blue ones, and he was like, oh, do you need anything? And I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine. I literally couldn't speak, and I was like, no, I'm fine. He was like, would you like some banana-flavoured condensed milk?
That I can fuck with.
With a bow skewer for my head, and I was like, no, thanks, no, thank you.
Aww. See, that's kind of cute.
It was very sweet. Like, he just wanted to help me, but I just was like, yeah. And I looked at it and I was like, no, I'm all right, thank you.
That's crazy. That's some, like, serious damage control, like, crisis situation.
Yeah, it was like...
Crisis situation thinking. Yeah, like, let me just distract this woman from the fact I still have to go the limit speed. Like, she's gonna get pissed off with me, let me offer her something.
Let me offer her some condensed milk.
Yeah. This is, like, a proper side note, like, completely different thing. I think the people in the Sainsbury's that I go to every day think I'm, like, stealing. Because I get checked every time I go in there, like... The security guards always literally go.
That's the same Sainsbury's that I went to when I lived on the big road. I just used to go on those random walks. I ended up at that Sainsbury's. I still have no idea how I managed it. But I ended up there and I walked in and the guy started following me around the shop. And bearing in mind, I probably did look like I didn't have a home because I had like huge clothes on and like a beanie and whatever, and I looked very disheveled. But he started following me around the shop, and then I got stressed, so I didn't buy anything. So I looked like I was like.
That's what I mean, because I won. Like the reason I bring this up is one particular time last week, I got checked when I went in. I noticed he was following me, and then when I was paying, I was really scrambling around for like my coins and stuff. And as I turned around to leave, he was walking right towards me, and I was like. You can see I'm paying.
Yeah.
You can see I'm paying. And, like, it's always the same thing. When I go to Sainsbury's, I don't really care about looking nice.
Yeah.
So I'll have, like, big trackies, a hoodie, headphones, coat. Like, I'll look disheveled. But I go in there every day. I've locked eyes with this man so many times in a week for the past year. Like, come on. You know, by this point, I'm not going to steal anything.
Yeah.
I give you money every day.
I like making friends with those kind of security guards.
And that's the thing. Every time every time I leave, what do I always say to people, whoever's serving me everything? Have a great day.
Yeah.
I say it to the security guards. I say thank you when I leave. Why? I don't know. But like I say it to everyone. And they still think I'm a thief.
I don't think you look like a thief.
I mean, maybe he should just be scared of me. Maybe I could thieve.
Yeah. Big companies like that, they are turning over millions of pounds a day from the shops over Britain. What is going to happen if, like, perchance someone stole a Pepsi?
This is a really...
I'm not condoning stealing.
Do you know what? Do you know what I think it might be? You know that time I accidentally bought a meal deal, well, I had a Fanta under my armpit and I had to take it back? I did steal. I am a thief.
No.
I took it back.
Accidental thief.
Yeah. This is a really interesting question, actually. So, if I may say so myself, when I did a law class at Cambridge University once, they asked us the question, and it's all about like morals and legal justice and whatnot. And they said, if you were a judge and you got brought the case of a young mother stealing apples from a shop, and they don't have anything, they don't have any money, and they've got like young children, what would you do?
If I was the top, I could choose.
Yeah.
Right. I think that I would. Is it the first offence? I think that I would let off with a warning, but I would also like put them into like mandate that they had to go to a system that could help them with like have like, you know how you have to do like service and like what's it called, customer service, what's it called, community service. You have to go work at a pub, you have to go work at Tesco, work at a cafe. No, I would like mandate that they had to go to somewhere where like the kids would have childcare or something and they could eat in the day and stuff like that. I would make. Does
that not raise the question, are you setting a precedent that crime is in fact okay if you just feel like it?
Well, I think that it would depend on, there are a lot of depending factors, because it would depend on if the person's already on welfare, if they're already getting support from the state, whether like if that support has been given and it's been given enough for them to have the support.
The hole looks like a peach. Sorry.
I thought you were watching it shake. If they've had the support that they needed, if they were looking for a job, like various different things, and if all of those things were, they've tried their absolute hardest and they still just aren't getting the support from the government and the state, then I would say that it was okay.
Yeah. So that leads to the next question. And this has happened, I think, if you're on a boat, or like you're judging this case, 6 people on a boat, they all get stranded, they decide to kill someone and eat them. You doing them for manslaughter, or is it fine? Are you doing them for murder, or is it fine?
I think it's like, honestly, it would depend where they were, because to my knowledge,
so if they killed them like close to the coast, it would be not okay, but if it was in the middle of the ocean, it would be okay.
Well, I suppose it would depend on like what country they were closest to, because a lot of different countries have different like,
I'm talking about you,
categories.
I'm talking about you.
If they're in the UK.
No, but it's like your choice. Like if it was in like your...
Oh, I see. Well, it would depend if that person died naturally or they killed them.
How would you know?
I would ask them. Nicely.
You see where I'm coming from? This debate lasted like nearly 2 hours when we were there.
I love talking, like having debates about morals. Because like stuff like that, it happens all the time. It's like that the rugby team that got stranded in the Andes and they ate people. Like it does or not all the time obviously, but like it has happened. And I personally, if I read the article and were like they've been put in prison for murder, I would be very surprised.
If we were stranded, just us two, and it's a life or death situation, and I died, would you eat me?
Probably not.
Why? This is life or death. If I'm dead anyway, please just fucking bite my arm or some shit. You need to survive.
I think if it got to that point, I'd be like, I guess this is it.
We have tales to tell. You have to like keep the name going.
Would you eat me?
Of course I would. Of course I would. If I'm dying and you're already dead, I'm gonna fucking eat you.
I don't know. I would find it very, very difficult, but I also think that I probably would.
It's not nice, is it?
No.
I said it was going to be nice. I would rather not eat you. I'd probably stick it out as long as physically possible until I was like, damn, I'm actually gonna die.
Don't do that, because I could get mouldy.
I don't think you'd go mouldy. Like, when I picture us going missing, for some reason it's in the snow.
Oh, right, okay.
So I could kind of keep you preserved for a long time.
Yeah.
But then if I started to, like, actually go dizzy and shit, I'd be like, oh, damn.
Which
I think
bit
I'm
would
going
you
to have to
choose?
take, like, a bit of an arm nugget or something.
I'd go for leg always.
Probably thigh.
Yeah.
I'd rather not eat you, but, like, I'm just letting you know I would.
I think if I was on my deathbed in that situation, I would probably be like, yo, it's all right.
It'd be fine. And that's what I'd do after.
Mm-hmm. You can make some Maisie jerky.
Anybody got any Stella slices? I just want to say I don't want to be eaten, okay? So, like, the wider community.
Oh, yeah, no, this is not consent.
It's fine if it's you or, like, a close friend or family. But if I was just, like, traveling the world on my own and a load of us got stranded, I'm not going first.
Yeah. I think that personally, after watching Lost and various other stranded TV shows,
Lost in the
I think that I would be all right if I got stranded. I think that I probably could. I would have more knowledge than the average person on what to do. What?
Valid.
What?
It's a funny statement.
More knowledge than the average person.
Yeah, it's quite a funny statement. But just think about, like, if you were going to take an actual average of, like, everybody in the world. Like, think about how many people are in the army. Or, like, in the government. Or, like, have had to learn survival skills at one point. I feel like you're sitting maybe just a little bit in the average thing. Like, no offense.
Wait. No. I'm saying the average person.
My belly's rumbling, okay? I want to eat you!
I'm saying the average person is in like the average.
Like Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Average Joe. I'm so ready. Am I an average Joe?